connection. Family sitting together, child is sitting. Beautiful. Thank you for all of you who proclaimed. God bless. So the Bible keynotes for today. Genesis chapter 25. We heard about the birth of Jacob and Esau. The chapter speaks about birth of Isaac's twin sons, Esau and Jacob. Even while in the womb, they struggle, signifying the future contention between them. Esau, the elder, becomes a skilled hunter, while Jacob stays at home as a peaceful man. Highlights the favoritism shown by their parents. Isaac favors Esau, while Rebekah favors Jacob. The story of Esau selling his birthright to Jacob for a meal is a key event in this chapter, showcasing Jacob's cunning nature and Esau's impulsiveness. Genesis chapter 26 is about Isaac, son of Abraham, and the chapter speaks about his faith and obedience to God's commandments. The chapter focuses on God reassuring Isaac that his relationship with Abraham and its blessings are for Isaac as well. So God appears to Isaac twice in this chapter to restate and emphasize the covenant promises he had made to Abraham and is now making to Isaac as well. Isaac and Rebekah moved to Gerar because there was a famine in Canaan, and Isaac lied to Abimelech, the king of Gerar, about Rebekah being a sister. Later, Isaac and Abimelech made a treaty of peace after settling the dispute over wells Isaac's servants had dug. This chapter signifies God's blessings on Isaac, fulfilling his covenant promises which was made to Abraham. Genesis chapter 27 speaks about Jacob's deception. The story of Jacob's deceit to obtain Isaac's blessing, which was meant for Esau. To protect Jacob, we see Rebekah, the mother, sends him away to her brother's house, brother Laban's house. This chapter demonstrates the consequences of deceit and manipulation within the family. Jacob's actions led to years of strife and hardship, showing how dishonesty can perpetuate more problems. So this is about the Bible keynotes. For today, we completed with Genesis chapter 27. Amen. And questions for today. The family who read today can answer. Please keep the Bible open.
Can answer.
I will give the verse. Yeah, all can answer. And you can refer and you can answer. First question is from Genesis chapter 25, verse 30 to 33. Why did Esau sell his birthright to Jacob? Chapter 25, Genesis. You have Bible with you? Nilisha, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
You have Bible with you? You have
Yes,
Genesis chapter 25?
Yes, I have.
You go to verse 30. 30.
Yes.
30
Yes.
to 33. The question I asked is, why did Esau sell his birthright to Jacob? The answer is there in that verse. 30 to 33,
Yes.
you'll have to read out.
Because he was dying of starvation.
Correct. So he asks him for a meal, and that's how he says, swear to me. So he swore to him, and he sold his birthright to Jacob. Beautiful. Genesis chapter 26, verse 12 to 15. How did God abundantly bless Isaac?
And Isaac sowed in that land and reaped in the same year 100-fold. The Lord blessed him, and the man became rich and gained more and more until he became very wealthy. He had possessions of flocks and herds and a great household, so that the Philistines envied him. Now the Philistines had stopped and filled with earth and all the wells which his father's servant had dug in the days of Abraham his father.
Amen. Thank you, baby. Genesis, next question is from Genesis chapter 26, verse 16. When Isaac became rich, what did the king ask him to do?
The king said to him, "Go somewhere else." He said, "For you have become too powerful for us."
Amen. Right. He became very rich, so he tells him to get out. Genesis 27, verse 13. What did Rebekah promise Jacob?
Then let my cousin learn.
Then let the curse fall on me, my son. Just do what I tell you. Go out to the woods and get 2 goats for me so that I can cook your father a meal, his favorite meal.
Correct. Genesis 27, 25 to 26. What did Isaac tell Jacob to do?
Then he said, "Bring it to me, that I may eat of my son's game and bless you." So he brought it to him, and he ate, and he brought him wine, and he drank. Then his father Isaac said to him, "Come near and kiss me, my son." So he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his garments and blessed him and said, "See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which the Lord has blessed."
Amen. Next question, Genesis 27, 33 to 34. The Eilish's family, son, there is a boy there, small boy, you can tell us the answer. What was Esau's reaction when Isaac told him he had already blessed Jacob?
Esau was very helpless and he was in a very bad state because he was the one to be blessed, but his brother manipulated him and fooled his father, which made him feel more made him feel more sad, and he also shedded some bad and bitterful tears.
Right. He also said, "Bless me, even me also, my father." Yes. Genesis 27, 41 to 42. The question is, how did Esau feel toward his brother Jacob?
Now Esau hated Jacob because of the blessings with which his father had blessed him. And Esau said to him, "The days of mourning for my father are approaching."
Okay, then I will kill my brother Jacob. Yeah. Esau hated Jacob. Next question is Genesis 27, 43 to 45. What did Rebekah tell her son Jacob to do?
"Now therefore, my son, obey my voice. Arise, flee to Laban, my brother in Haran, and stay with him a while, until your brother's fury turns away. Until your brother's anger turns away, and he forgets what you have done to him. Then I will send and fetch you from there. Why should I be bereft of you both in one day?"
Amen. Genesis 28, verse 5. Why did Jacob go to Padan Aram?
Thus Isaac sent Jacob away, and he went to Padan Aram to Laban, the son of Bethuel the Araman, the brother of Rebekah, Jacob's and Esau's mother.
Amen. Next question, Genesis 28, verse 11 to 12. I invite all of you to participate, especially the Today's family who read, to participate, and all of you to participate. Genesis 28, 11 to 12. Jacob left Beersheba and traveled toward Haran. What happened to him the first night?
At the sunset, he arrived at a good place to set up a camp and stopped there for the night. Jacob found a stone to rest his head against and lay down to sleep. As he slept, he dreamt of a stairway that reached from the earth up to heaven, and he saw the angels of God going up and down the stairway.
Amen. Thank you. Genesis 28, 13. Who did Jacob see at the top of the stairs?
At the top, at the top here,
At the stairway,
stood the Lord, and he said, I am the Lord, the God and of your grandfather Abraham, and the God of your father Isaac. The ground you are lying on belongs to you. I am giving it to you and your descendants. Your descendants will be as numerous as the dust of the earth, and they will spread out in all directions, to the west and to the east, and to the north and to the south. And all the families of the earth will be blessed through you and your descendants.
Amen. Genesis 28, 14 to 15. Give me only the answer. What did God promise Jacob in his dream?
God promised Jacob that God will give Jacob this land, and God will also help Jacob multiply. And as Jacob multiplies, his family will be blessed through Jacob, and they will also spread like all throughout the earth in all the 4 directions.
Very good. God says, offspring shall be blessed, and all the families of the earth be blessed. Genesis 28, 16 to 17. When Jacob woke up from his dream, what did he see? What did he say?
Then Jacob awoke from his sleep and said, Surely the Lord is in this place, and I wasn't even aware of it. But he was also afraid and said, What an awesome place this is! It is none other than the house of God, the very gateway to heaven.
Amen. Genesis 28, 18 to 19. What did Jacob do with his head rest?
So Jacob rose early in the morning, and he took the stone which he had put under his head and set it up for a pillar and poured oil on the top of it. He called the name of that place Bethel, but the name of the city was Luz at the first.
Amen. But the name of the city was Luz at the first. The last question for the day. What was Jacob's vow to God? Genesis 28, 20 to 22.
Then Jacob made this vow, if God will indeed be with me and protect me on this journey, and if he will provide me with food and clothing, and if I return safely to my father's home, then the Lord will certainly be my God. And this memorial pillar I have set up will become a place for worshipping God, and I will present to God 1/10 of everything he gives me. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.